Okay, Survivor fans, welcome to our Slugfest talking about the season premiere of season 40, Winners at War. We have a lot to talk about. My name is Marcus James Dixon. I'm here with Susan Wloszczyna and Kevin Jacobsen. So Susan, what is your big takeaway of the season premiere? Like what is the most that you want to talk about?
It was way too supersized, but there were great moments, and already there's this, rivalries and poker alliances and tokens that I don't quite understand. And of course, 2 women got sent to the edge of extinction, first, because that's what they do. And you got the old school players versus the new school players. There's a lot of things are going on, but it was, I thought the challenges were great, except, I was worried someone would drown at some point.
Mm-hmm. But challenge was that they didn't have everyone go. Like some people just got to stand there and watch it. I think everyone should have had to go at least once.
Well, they probably did, and then they cut it out because they had a lot going on.
I was looking at Sandra's clothes. They looked pretty dry after that. She got it there.
He does not like to participate in challenges.
No, she was so happy to sit down.
I know, I love that.
Everyone else was sweating away.
Yeah.
So Kevin, what's your big takeaway from the premiere?
Yeah, so this was definitely very chaotic, a lot to keep up with. And I think watching just this premiere, I feel like this is going to be a very heartbreaking season. Because there's so many favorites in this cast. Like I was rooting for like 3/4 of these people to win their seasons, and now they're all together and only one person can win. And I feel just like, so sad to see Natalie go out first. So sad to see Amber go out, especially after she has been gone for so long. I was excited to see her play again, but what are you going to do? One person has to win. And I just feel like at the end of every episode, I'm going to be like, that's so sad. Ugh.
I know. When they were voting, I'm like, oh, I hope she doesn't go home. And then I'm like, wait, well, I also hope he doesn't go home.
Yeah.
And I don't want that person to go home either. But luckily, with the edge of extinction and the twist of it, how they can influence the game by giving things away, I think that will lessen the blow. Like my favorite, Sandra. If Sandra goes home next week, I'm not going to be as sad because I can still see her on my screen each week at the edge of extinction.
She already has an island. She didn't even have to find it.
Why do you think Natalie chose Sandra? They've never played together before. I don't know if they've ever even met.
Because if she goes back, maybe she'll help her somehow.
She wants to be the princess to the queen.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what I would want to be. Yeah, I think probably just the fact that she's a 2-time winner. She already has a gigantic target on her back, and that's such an easy first person to target, even though that's not actually what happened in the premiere. Sandra didn't get a single vote somehow.
Yeah.
Escaped without, but yeah, I don't know. There's just going to be a lot to keep track of. The poker, yeah, that was a big storyline. We even saw outside footage, I think probably for the first time.
Yeah. But I think I was interested in Poverty and Rob immediately finding the diabolicalness to, they had to find each other and somehow collude.
Yeah, I love that scene of them laughing on the beach.
Yeah.
And I love how he came to her on day 1 and he's like, do you want to work together this season? She's like, are you asking me at the prom? It was so funny because they didn't get along the last time they played, and now they realize they kind of need to stick together since they're both huge targets.
Right. So now they're a huger target together, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Although now with Amber out, it kind of helps Rob's game because now he can be like, I don't have a wife on the show anymore. What are you talking about, Adam?
But she can still help him, is the thing, with the fire tokens and all that.
Yeah.
So
we'll see.
So we have to talk about the Rob and Sandra feud that started because they were both together on the island of the idols, and she told him that she was coming back for season 40, and he did not tell her, and that possibly had repercussions that resulted in Amber going home instead of Kim.
Yep.
I think that's pretty much exactly what happened, and that Sandra, it amazes me still. Just it was the same thing in Game Changers, where she just always sort of creates a narrative, creates chaos wherever she goes. She talks about I'm going to tell some truths here, some lies here. We'll see what happens. And once the snowball started rolling, it just became too tempting to not take her out. Yeah. Sadly, because I don't know if she really did anything to earn that of herself of being voted out. It's just the association, which is,
Well, I mean, was it who called her queen? And she said, "Oh, don't call me that." Yeah.
Day one, Wendell's like, "So you're the queen," and she's like, "Don't say that." She named herself the queen. She loves it.
Mm-hmm.
She saves that for confessionals. Yeah.
When they went to tribal council, I was looking for a secret little booth where, remember, because Rob and Sandra were up there last time watching. I'm like, is there anyone watching this time? Maybe Reem is watching from the Lutheran side.
Poor Reem.
Well, what do you think? Sorry, my cat. What do you think of the twist of Edge of Extinction being a place where people who are voted out can send things like the immunity idol to Sandra? I love this twist. I feel like this is what was missing the last time they did this.
But didn't they did send, Aubrey got her training thing, whatever challenge she had to do or something. Didn't they? But they weren't as helpful, I don't think. These are more valuable, whatever they're going to be, like an idol to Sandra. So, it's a little more helpful in the game. I don't think they want them all sitting around the campfire every week. So
that's why they added this, I think, because like we said in the first chat, the previous Edge of Extinction wasn't exactly the most riveting of television, just to sort of see them miserable, not really activating anything in the game. So I get it from that standpoint. The purist in me is kind of I don't know how I feel about people who have been eliminated influencing the active game, but we'll see how it goes.
Well, watching Natalie climb up all that way made me exhausted. So hopefully we won't get many of those climbs again, because we had it last time too.
I wonder if it will affect who they decide to vote out, knowing that whoever they vote out can then send something to a friend that could result in, well, I don't want to vote this person out, because then they could send an idol to this person. I don't want that person to have an idol. So I wonder if that will come into play at all.
Wow. It's just, it's so complicated this season. Just the levels on levels on levels of gameplay. It's just going to be insane by the end, I think.
And no one really went to look for idols. They were afraid, I think. They thought
Amber.
That's true.
Yeah.
We have to assume they do, but they just don't show it. But then again, Tony made a point of saying, "I'm not looking for idols," and who knows? So, okay, let's talk about fire tokens. Do we like this twist or not? I like it, but I don't really understand why somebody would use their tokens on food or on blankets when they could use them on idols and advantages.
Yeah, especially for a season like this, I can't really see anyone doing that unless they're just truly miserable and don't care about winning anymore, basically. They just want the comfort. But I mean, I could see in a new player season, someone going for comfort and stuff like that. But in this, why even bother adding that option?
I mean, why would you want beans anyway on an island? That wouldn't be a good thing to eat anyway.
Yeah.
And really, I mean, there's not enough tokens in the game, at least not yet, to even buy any of these things. So Do you only get tokens if someone gets voted out and they give you them, or is there a way to get
Sounds like
more
it.
tokens?
I don't know. Probably a reward challenge somewhere along the way. We'll get
So
something.
it's kind of like a carnival when you get free tickets and then you can play the game again. I don't know.
Yeah.
But there's
And what would have
probably someone their only job is to keep those boxes straight. And the tokens don't fly out if there's a wind gust or something.
Mhm. And what would happen if, let's say, Natalie tried to sell this idol to Sandra for 1 token? What if Sandra said, "I don't want the idol. I'm keeping my token"? Does Natalie then get to try to sell it to someone else?
We'll have to see.
I know. There's some things I'm so curious about here. Okay, let's talk about who we're rooting for to win. Because I already said Sandra is mine. So Susan, who do you want to win?
I like Sarah.
Oh yeah.
No, she's very strong in a lot of things, but she's not loud about it like Sandra. So, and I think people will probably trust her a little more.
I like how she was bonding people at the watering hole, and she was saying, Amber, I can't believe you're out. Like, it's so good to see you out. I'm like, she doesn't care about seeing Amber out. This is strategy.
Right.
Kevin?
So just from the premiere, actually, I really liked Sophie and Yule. That bonding together was really kind of fun to see, 'cause they're both such brainy sort of strategist types that it makes so much sense that they were together. And I really think that the two of them are going to go very far because they're not the biggest targets. All these people are just going to target each other, and I have a sense that they're going to slip right through. But also, like I said on the previous chat, I think it's so fun to see Ethan out there, and he's just having so much fun just finally coming back after all these years. And he's just like, this game has totally changed. So it might be fun to see him try to weave his way through.
Well, I love Jeff trying to make everybody feel old and saying, now there's kids driving cars that weren't even born when you were on the show.
Yeah. There was no Twitter.
Right.
Yeah.
No iTunes. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I did get emotional seeing Ethan get emotional about coming back after all these years and surviving cancer. And I hope he makes it far. Right now, he's in our top 3 at Gold Derby. We have readers are making their predictions for who they think will win, and the top 3 is Yule at number 1, Parvati at number 2, and then Ethan's at number 3. I could see Yule winning. I could definitely see that over one of these big threats winning. I mean, I don't think Parvati or Rob or Sandra, I don't even think they're going to make the merge, to be honest with you, or Tony, he's not going to make it far. These people with huge targets on their back, they're going to get their throats slit.
Tony's too eager beaver. I mean, he just,
I know he was trying to tamp that down for this premiere, but that's definitely going to come out soon. That just aggressive,
Right. And I wonder, we should probably wrap up here in a second, but I wonder, since they're doing idols differently, like Natalie giving the idol to Sandra, maybe there are not idols in the jungles this time. I guess we'll see.
Well, somebody will try to do it and give up and pass out probably before they find one, if that's the case. But I think they're out there. They have to be. It wouldn't be Survivor.
Could hide them at challenges.
There you go. Oh yeah, I love when they do that.
Yeah.
I know. When Sandra sat down on the bench, the sit-out bench, I'm like, I hope she's looking under and around.
Yeah.
They've done that before too, which I love.
So remember on not Edge of Extinction, the Island of the Idols, when they were building that, was that the tribal council area? Because that's not.
No, I think it was just their own personal little
hut. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, before we sign off, I want your predictions for who's going home next week. I'm going to just say Parvati.
No.
Who do you think?
Who do I think? Gosh. Adam.
That's a good call. I'm just going to say Tony, just because I just feel like I don't know who's going to want to work with him moving forward. So.
Yeah.
Actually, you're right. I'm switching mine to Kim because Kim got a couple votes, and so
Yeah.
I think she's still has friends with Tyson and Rob on the other tribe, so Kim is my pick.
Well, she's in the
thank you, everyone,
Poker
for watching.
Alliance.
Yeah, we're gonna get out those poker people.
Right.
Thanks everyone for watching. You can go to Gold Derby right now and make your predictions for who you think will win and who will be voted out next. So we'll see you later.